This video will explain the roles and responsibilities of state leads for NNSTOY's Day on the Hill, July 19th, the last day of our national conference in Washington, D.C. The primary role of a state lead is to recruit and identify members from your state who want to participate in our Day of Advocacy on Capitol Hill. You and your team will then determine which members of Congress to visit and who will set up the appointments, and you'll do a little bit of research in advance. During the conference, there will be plenty of time to polish off your talking points and decide who is going to say what during your meetings. For now, concentrate on job one, which is recruiting, identifying, and signing up members from your state to participate. Unfortunately, because many of our members register later in the summer, state leads cannot rely on registrations to the conference to identify who from their state is planning to attend. A much better strategy is to simply reach out personally to members who you already know and ask for their help. Next, get a list of names and email addresses of members you may not know in your state by contacting Lauren Cantel, who can be reached at lauren@nnstoy.org. The idea is to reach as many members in your state as possible, to encourage them to attend the conference and ask them to sign up for the Day on the Hill. Sometimes teachers may feel apprehensive about talking to senators and state representatives, but you can assure them that most people find the experience both important and empowering. You can direct members who may be interested in Hill Day to our conference website, where they can view materials, including video tutorials and an agenda for the Day on the Hill. You will want to encourage each person on your state team to register for the Day on the Hill at the conference website. Once you've identified NNSTOY members from your state who will participate and they have registered, your team will want to follow a few basic steps before coming to the conference, and you can lead them in this effort. First, organize yourself into smaller teams of 2 to 5 participants who will travel together to your appointments. As others from your state join the effort later on, they can be added to smaller groups or form an entirely new group. Each team within your team should be able to make your appointments with 5 or 4 members of Congress during a window from 1 p.m. to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Once you've determined how many people you can visit, your group should then figure out who on the Hill your teams would like to meet with. Members of Congress want to meet with their constituents, the people they represent. You'll want to make appointments with the senators and representatives from your districts. Make a list that indicates which members of Congress each group will see, and then determine who is going to schedule the appointments. Before doing this, you'll want to review our video, How to Set Up Visits for NNSTOY Day on the Hill, available on YouTube and at our website. Finally, at the conference, NNSTOY will help you with the talking points for your meeting. But before you come to DC, it will help your team to first watch our video called NNSTOY Talking Points and think about how the issues we plan to raise are playing out in your state. Here's an example. One of the NNSTOY talking points concerns our objection to the President's preliminary education budget, which completely eliminates Title II funding. You'll want to find out how these proposed budget cuts to teacher development would affect teaching and learning in your state, so that you can speak with knowledge about Title II. Don't worry about figuring out in advance everything you want to say in your meetings. You'll have time to map out your strategy and polish off your remarks when you get to Washington, D.C., and we will be there to help you. In the meantime, check the conference website periodically. There you'll find new materials and links to webinars that we'll hold to help